So you've just started Legion, and you're wondering, how do I get to Azsuna? Well, there's a couple of things you have to do before you can actually get to Azsuna. Step one is you have to get to Dalaran in the Broken Isles, which can be done by following the link in the description box in my video. The second step is obtaining your artifact weapon. Now, I already have my artifact weapon, and I will give you a guide on how to obtain your artifact weapon again in the description box in this video. Now, the video that I will provide with this is based on the Protection Warrior. Now, it's very, very similar for all the classes, so it kind of follows the same sort of pattern. Now, getting to Azsuna, again, this is specifically for a warrior, not any sort of preference of specialization. It's for all three, and this kind of applies to all the classes essentially. What you need to do is find your what was traditionally more known as your Garrison Missions. This is essentially what the Garrison Missions are for Warrior, the Eye of Odin. Now I know each class has its own different one, and basically you're looking for what's called the Scouting Map. Now if I click on the Eye of Odin, I get the Scouting Map. Now what we're looking for here is Azsuna. So what we need to do is accept the quest, Paradise Lost, and the next step is to get our asses to Dalaran. We do that by speaking to this NPC right here. Now again, this is going to be different for each class you actually choose to do it with. So, but the general concepts are all the same. You started in your class hall, and you move on to the zone you would desire to go. There's a bit different sort of like prerequisite to each zone. This is one of the easier ones, shall I say. Some of the ones like Stormheim actually have prerequisite sort of scenarios. This one doesn't, so you're kind of lucky. So basically, this will literally take you straight to Azsuna. Down to Azsuna. Speak to Archmage Khadgar to fly down to Azsuna.
Let me know when you are ready, champion.
That is pretty much it. You are on your way to Azsuna now. There isn't really much more to it. You do actually have to watch his full flight because you're actually going straight there. Other than that, you're in Azsuna, so that's how complicated it is. So don't be too panicked when you're trying to think, am I going to get to Azsuna? Just go to your class hall, go to the scouting map, select Azsuna, go to Dalaran, speak to Khadgar, get to Azsuna. That's it. And I hope you don't find this too taxing. I'll play it through so you can see me actually in Azsuna, and then yeah, I shall end it there.
Look there. Naga forces. We have competition from Queen Azsuna herself. She must also be after the Pillar of Creation. This is unexpected. Breathtaking. Imagine all the arcane.
Just a little thing you may or may not know about Legion is the areas are sort of progressive, and by that I mean no area has a real specific level. So you enter Azsuna, say for instance I'm at level 100, all the mobs in this zone are roughly around level 100. See, level 100, a massively overpowered demon dude. But yeah, basically, if I could find any more, I'd show you an example, but they all seem to be dying at a distance. But yeah, they're basically all a level 100. Now, if I arrived at the zone at level 102, they would all be a level 102. And that's how the game sort of works. There is no sort of starting zone per se. All 4 zones are starting zones. It doesn't matter. Everyone will start in whatever zone at whatever level. Now, for instance, I saw level 110 here. That means he'd be seeing all these creatures and mobs at a level 110. So don't worry about which zone to go to first. That's how it works. And basically, that arrived us in Azsuna, and now we need to continue. And I hope you found that useful.